Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of My Ready Movie Review Critics and our film of the week, Avengers Infinity War. But don't be alarmed, this first part of the video is a non-spoiler section, so if you're looking for spoilers or like to share your thoughts and opinions on the film, join me on patreon.com/myreadymoviereviewcritics to see the extended version. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the behind the scenes / production information about the film. Avengers Infinity War is an American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics superhero team, the Avengers, produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures. It is intended to be the sequel to 2012's Marvel's The Avengers and 2015's Age of Ultron, and is the 19th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film is directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, with the screenplay by the writing team of Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, and features an excellent ensemble cast including Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Benedict Cumberbatch, Don Cheadle, Tom Holland, Chadwick Boseman, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Josh Brolin performing Thanos, which he did an excellent job acting his part, Chris Pratt, and many more. Additionally, several other actors reprised their roles from previous MCU films in Infinity War, like Danai Gurira as Oki. You have the head of the Dora Milaje, Letitia Wright as T'Challa's sister Shuri, Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton, otherwise known as Hawkeye, and many more. In Avengers Infinity War, the Avengers join forces with the Guardians of the Galaxy to stop Thanos from amassing the all-powerful Infinity Stones to destroy life as we know it. Thanos' henchmen, known collectively in the comics as the Black Order, appear in the film as the Children of Thanos. Terry Notary comes in as Cole Obsidian. You have Tom Von Lowder playing Ebony Maw and Carrie Coon playing Proxima Midnight. And let me just say that trio performed very well while they were wearing their motion capture suits. So I can imagine that was fun to do. And then also you have Avengers co-creator Stan Lee makes a cameo appearance in the film, which if you've seen any of the other Marvel movies, you know he's only in there for about 10 to 20 seconds, just like in this film, and it sets the overall tone of the film. Like, it's hilarious. I don't know if anybody saw Deadpool, but there was a scene in there where he was a DJ at a strip club, and he's all like, "You can't find love, but you can rent it for $20 a minute." That had me rolling on the floor laughing. Like, I'm a die-hard fan for Avengers and all the Marvel, movies. So, I mean, just seeing that is awesome. The film was announced actually in October 2014 before Age of Ultron came out. It was called Avengers Infinity War Part 1. The Russo brothers came on board to direct in April 2015, and by May, Marcus and McFeely signed on to write the script for the film, which actually drew inspiration from Jim Starlin's 1991 The Infinity Gauntlet and Jonathan Hickman's 2013 Infinity comic. In July 2016, Marvel shortened the title to Avengers Infinity War. And the filming began actually in January 2017 at Pinewood Atlanta Studios in Fayette County, Georgia, and lasted until about July 2017. Shooting back-to-back with a direct sequel, additional filming took place in Scotland, England, the downtown Atlanta area, and New York City. An untitled sequel is actually scheduled to be released on May 3rd, 2019, with the Russo brothers returning to direct and Marcus and McFeely once again writing the screenplay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the overall vibe of this entire film. It is very serious and intense for the most part, with the comedic effects during some scenes, which is awesome and funny to say the least. The great thing about the comedy in this movie is that it doesn't compete with the intensity of the movie. It's perfectly balanced. That's what I can say. Everything in this sequel is very organic in nature and does not cease to amaze. All the characters know the dangers that are coming to them, yet they joke as a way to escape this intensity and seriousness. There's also some visual comedic effects throughout the film, but I can't go into too much depth without spoiling it for those who plan to see it. So if you'd like to find out what I'm talking about, definitely go buy your ticket. Everyone is excited and has been excited for the last 3 years since Age of Ultron to see the showdown. For instance, Thanos coming to Earth and trying to rip up reality. Also, a lot of the characters come face to face. There's an interesting scene where Doctor Strange and Tony Stark are together, and you would think that there would be a clash of ego and personality, but they blend together very well. Plus, as most fans have seen in the trailers, Thor splats right on the front of the ship and meets the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is awesome to say the least. What's funny about that entire scene is the fact that Thor and Star-Lord, it's like there's a little fight of testosterone where they're like, Star-Lord's mocking Thor because, he has a lower and cooler voice, I guess. I don't know, but it was just hilarious to watch. So, to be honest, if they didn't show you in the previews, you had no idea how they were planning to meet. There is also amazing action throughout the whole film, especially when the Black Order is introduced. Everybody who read the comics prerequisite to the movie knows how powerful the Black Order is and the threat they emit to the Avengers. Oh, and trust me, there's plenty of fighting in this film. This isn't no DC Comics Batman vs. Superman where they built the whole movie around a 5-minute fight. WTF for that, right? And usually there isn't a lot of Hulk in this film, and I can't really go into detail about why. You just have to watch to find out. That's all I can say. From Ragnarok all the way to the next Avengers sequel, you will see the entirety of the Hulk and his character story build. So, don't get sad now. And don't frown. If you saw the last Captain America, you know that everybody is the same and the vibe is felt the same as their solo outing movies. On another note, in this film, Thor, I would have to say he's like 50-50. And what I mean by that is between Ragnarok and the older Thor movies, they kind of just split it right down the middle. So in the older movies, he's acting like Shakespearean and has that whole Shakespearean dialogue. And then they reinvented him in Thor Ragnarok, which gave him a more modern kind of vintage effect. So it's somewhere in between modern and Shakespearean. I'll just leave it at that. This is without a doubt a must-see movie. Since everybody liked to know how good it was, I'm going to go ahead and rate it from a 1 to 10. And I'm going to have to rate this a 10. Now, I've heard people give it negative thoughts and opinions on it, but let me tell you, I don't have any negative comments on this film. Like, I've been waiting for 3 years to see Avengers Infinity War, and I was completely satisfied. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever had a great meal with just everything you're looking for on a plate, but that's what this movie is, okay? It literally goes down as one of the best movies ever, in my opinion. Like Avatar, Age of Ultron, Star Wars, American Gangster, just The Godfather, just any film that's just made a lot of fans happy. And I'd say that, yeah, I definitely have to say no negatives on it. So yeah, I'm sticking with a 10 out of 10. So for those of you who love this video, give me a like and click the red subscription button you see below and subscribe to My Ready Movie Review Critics. And also go to patreon.com/MyReadyMovieReviewCritics and become a patron. Your support is gladly accepted. Also, if there is a movie that you don't have time to see or haven't seen yet and would like me to do a review, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section or email me at myreadymoviereviewcritics@gmail.com. Plus, if you're looking for more content or extended versions with spoilers, go ahead and join me at patreon.com/MyReadyMovieReviewCritics. I know some fans might work a lot and are looking to be entertained, and we are here to provide that to you. So click on the Patreon link or go to patreon.com/MyReadyMovieReviewCritics and entertainment. Here we come. Thank you so much for watching our Infinity War review, and there's much, much more to come. This is Josh signing off.